Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. So today is our Thrifting Thursday, and I just want to show you guys something that I picked up. Not so much at a thrift store, but it's so thrift store worthy. I have a friend who lives in California, or her mom lived in California, and she had to clear out her mom's home. Hello, Jennifer. And yeah, so she had to clear out her mom's home, like her childhood home where her grandmother lived and she grew up, and then Jennifer grew up there as well. And yeah, I have some of the most amazing things to show you guys, and these are not going in any junk journal at all. These are for my personal collection. I'm keeping these forever, at least most of it anyway. So let me just show you what it is and stop building the hype. I'm just saying it's some amazing things, okay? And then we'll probably make a project, okay? So not from any of this stuff, but definitely from something, okay? We'll make a project from something I picked up at the thrift store. So this is the box. All right, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to show you guys. But yeah, let's just open the box. And Jennifer was so sweet to bring this stuff for me, and then she went over every bit of it, you know, step by step for me, so that I know exactly all of the history of each piece of this box, okay? So let's just say it's a lot of books, and the box that it's in is not doing it any justice because it's also, like, you know, 12 inches high and really close to the camera. But this will probably help if I maybe turned it around. Okay, let's get it right side up for y'all. Okay, so this is just some really, really treasurable items in here. So this is a book that was given to probably her mom or her grandmom from 1944. Right here it says February 22nd, 1944. To my dear Livy's. Oh, my dear lovely friend Ida Bailey, whom forever is something love to love. Edith Y, or whatever her last name could possibly be. Is that a Y or a J? Or anyway, I mean, the sentiments that are written in these books, like this page right here, is a true treasure all by itself. It's handwritten, it's dated. I mean, you can't find this anywhere, all right? And of course, it's not really so much what the book is about, but it's this page right here that I love so very much. And the name of the book is Pathway of Roses. Again, it was given to someone, copyright 1912. Okay, here's the copyright 1912, but given to my friend's probably grandmom in 1944. So true treasures will stay in my personal collection probably forever. Okay, Suds in Your Eye. All right, here's another book. Suds in Your Eye sounds like a comedy, but again, given to someone, Mort and Ethel. So it was given to Jim and Lorraine Boyd. Hope you get as many laughs out of this as we did, from Mort and Ethel, Christmas 1943. Okay, so again, another great book, published 42. Okay, second impression November 42, third impression December 42. So they kept putting out different editions of the same book all the way to September 1943, and they probably never made it again. So what a treat. This book I may read because I'm into old humor. You know, I think I was born in a time like previously, so yeah, I kind of get old humor, and yeah, this book is called Suds in Your Eye, and again, it was given in 1943. So yeah, again, staying in my collection forever and ever. Okay, so there's that one. Here we have Christmas Carols and Legends. Okay, what I will do is photocopy some of these music pages, and I will use the photocopy in my junk journals because I love music paper. As you know, if you didn't know, I've played the flute since I was third grade. So what was that, 8 years old? I've been playing the flute since I was a child, and although this may be piano music or organ music, let me just see really quickly. English traditional joy. Yeah, so this right here is organ or piano notes. Okay, but I love a good sheet of music paper. Oh, hark the egg. Oh, I mean, it's good music paper. I mean, good Christmas music, you know. And yeah, so Christmas carols, customs, and legends. So there's stories here in the front. Okay, so yeah, I will probably use up all of this paper here in the front just by making a copy of it, and I'll probably copy it onto like a creamy paper so that it kind of resembles its authenticity and its original print. But as far as the music paper is concerned, I'll definitely copy that and use it into any junk journal that I'm creating something that I need music paper for. So yeah, guys, this is like junk journaling gold. Like this is like treasurable junk journaling gold. And yeah, so if you ever come across anything similar or have, you know, older relatives that live near you, feel free. It doesn't hurt to ask. Okay, feel free to ask them, do you have any old books? Do you have any old music hymns from when you were a child, when you went to church and sang in the church or around Christmas time or what have you? So this right here has different eras. It says the Americas. So as I was flipping through it, I realized that this next page is a song from Puerto Rico. Okay. It's Hastings Now, E. Shepherds, and it's a Puerto Rican arranged song. So it's Vamos Pastioses. And then here is another one that says it's in Brazil. So again, Lullaby for Baby Jesus. I mean, it's just good music for Christmas time, right? Here's a Mexican song, Oh Roo Roo Roo, My Little Jesus. So yeah, another Mexican rearranged song. Here's one Venezuelan, Glory to the Highest. So, you know, it's just some good music. Oh, Canadian. Can't go wrong with the Canadian. a Canadian Christmas carol. So here, Carol of the Mistletoe Singers, Jesus from the End of it. Anyway, so again, it's Christmas. It's almost Christmas time. Not quite yet, but it will be soon. Here's another one, Christmas carols. Again, really old music. And I mean music paper, I should say. And we don't sing Christmas carols anymore, not like we used to. And this was arranged in 1802 to 1888. So, you know, it's out there. It's old. Okay, I'm just saying. This is another old one. Here is another one, Richfield Christmas Carols and Christmas in the Land of the Midnight Sun. Wow, that's pretty specific. So that's what this looks like. And there's no published dates. That's why I have not given you any. But this is another Christmas Carol book. Here is another one, the collection of Christmas carols. It's 20 cents. 20 cents they paid for this book. The B.F. Wood Music Company, London, England, is where this was published and printed in the United States. So it's Boston, Massachusetts by way of London. Okay. So yeah, it was printed in the US, but it's an English book. There's no publishing dates. I didn't see any anyway. But yeah, Christmas carols. Music paper, again, I'm just really, really into that whole thing. Here is Norman Rockwell. I don't think my camera will zoom out anymore. That's why I've been holding these up for you guys. But let me slide this back. Maybe that would help. Here is an old book of Norman Rockwell paintings. I don't know if y'all know exactly who that is, but he used to paint still life or real life paintings of people. Okay, so here's The Doctor and the Doll from 1929. Okay, let's see what's on the first page. Okay, yeah, so there's that. And so 1910 to 1929, Norman Rockwell, this is a 60-year retrospective of his life, and this is the types of things that he used to paint. Just this is one of the earliest surviving original paintings of Rockwell from 1912. So this painting is still somewhere out there. This is what he used to do, like works of art like this. Propaganda, right? I think, so okay, in the podcast, you guys will probably hear about the podcast eventually. He used to paint things like this. This is called Propaganda. It's a Saturday Evening Post, like I have in my collection. And he used to make prints for that particular magazine. And I think I've showed you guys a Saturday Evening Post from my thrift store finds. So yeah, this is a Norman Rockwell right there. Here's some more, and I'll try to go through this a little bit quicker because I know you guys probably don't want to see every single page, but oh my gosh, that is so, I think my mom can relate. That's like a spoonful of molasses that he's getting right there. Yeah, so just various images from this Norman Rockwell. Oh, he did a lot of Saturday Evening Posts apparently. Oh, who knew? Who knew? Like, I would have never had known that that Saturday Evening Post is now worth even more to me because of what I just found out. So I guess he was a very popular Saturday Evening Post cover designer. So, or you know, propaganda maker. So he's done a lot of them. I would have never had guessed. Okay, all right. So there's that. I mean, I've known him as a painter. I've studied art in in college and whatnot. So I knew him as an artist. So here's another book, Flowers of the Coast and Sierra. Okay, beautiful cover. I mean, beautiful cover. Raised floral. Plenty of texture on here. So here's that. And let's see, when was this done? 1928, the Wilson Company, the H.W. Wilson Publishing Company, and from 1928 in New York. So yeah, there's plenty of this in this book. Okay, so let's just quickly flip through it. Okay, so where did that go? There we go. Alright, so there's plenty of florals and botanicals every couple of pages or so, and then there's like a dissertation on on what is a honeysuckle, for example. Okay, so there's honeysuckles, and these are Sosa, the cactus family, buckhorn, parsley family. Yeah, so every couple of pages there is a pretty page of florals and botanicals, and then an explanation of each. So yeah, I mean, I am truly blessed to have this right here in my collection. And again, I will use this in my junk journaling, but I will only use it as a photocopy. I will not destroy these books at all. They will just stay in my personal collection. So just FYI. And yeah, here's another one. All right, so again, this is Flowers of the Coast and Sierra, and by Clements, Edith S. Clements, and it's from 1928. Okay, so there's that. A Treasure of Great Recipes. Now, don't get me started. I know a lot of you were like, Dom DeLuise was not a comedian or a chef or an opera singer. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot he was a comedian, but he was a big guy that cooked, I believe, or at least made recipes a thing after later on in his career. This right here is a recipe book. It's a treasury of great recipes by Mary and Vincent Price. Now, I do know who Vincent Price is. Vincent Price was a chef. He's also the voice of the laughter and the outro and intro to the Michael Jackson Thriller song. So if you go back and listen to it, there's like a spoken word at the beginning and a spoken word at the end, and then he laughs hysterically, like very viciously, spooky. Anyway, Vincent Price was that guy. That was his voice at the beginning and end of the Michael Jackson Thriller video. But he also made this really good book. And this book is dated. Let's see if I can get a date for you guys. Please have a date. Okay, here we go. So it was published in New York, and 1974 was 65 was the original published date. Here we go. 1965 by Mary and Vincent Price, and then it was published again by the Grosset and Dunlop Incorporated Company, 1974, and they were a publishing company in New York City off of Madison Avenue. And then it was printed again in 1977. So I'm assuming that if it says printed in 1977, this is one of the later prints. It wouldn't be one of the earlier prints. Okay. So yeah, this is just a cookbook or filled with recipes from Vincent Price and his wife. And his wife's name was Mary Price. And yeah, I mean, anytime you can do something fun with your spouse. And look at this, look at these pages. They're so old and perfect. They are just perfectly old, and I love it. Anyway, so there's that. All right, so depending on how much longer I go through this, I will still create something. I found something at a thrift store that I will show you guys. Even if I don't make something with it today, I will definitely still show you guys what I picked up at the thrift store. This is Tales by Edgar Allan Poe, and it has a published date of, oh come on, Dunlop. Grosset and Dunlop is a publishing company in New York City. So this is the second or the third book that I've come across that they have published, but I'm not seeing a published date anywhere in here. So anyway, again, Tales by Edgar Allan Poe, and I happen to have a picture of Edgar Allan Poe somewhere here because there he is. Okay, so that's what Edgar Allan Poe looked like back in the day. He's also the author of the book The Raven, and that is truly to the form of Halloween, and that's why I have him in this little thing right here, because it was going in a little Halloween section of my fall junk journal, or in a spooky journal that I was going to create, or I am still going to create. So anyway, this is a book by Edgar Allan Poe called The Tales, or Tales. Here is An American Wonderland. America's Wonderland is, it was sort of an encyclopedia type of book, and this is the scenic national parks and monuments of the United States. So plenty of animals, plenty of scenery. I mean, look at that campsite. Like, that is this, these folks are having a great time. in Yosemite. All right, so this is a Tulum's Meadow, Campers Ring a Fire. All right, I think, is that a song? Campers Ring a Fire. Anyway, they're camping here at Yosemite National Park. Picture was done by Charles Knorr. And yeah, this book is just filled with all sorts of really cute, really good, you know, sceneries and national monuments and you know, national parks. So here's Mount Rushmore, for example. And as an added bonus, I got this map here in the back of the book. And I don't know if Jennifer knew this map was back here, but this is a map of the United States, I'm assuming, and Canada, because here at the top it says Canadian parks. And then down here it says National Parks, Monuments, and Shrines of the United States and Canada. So yeah, true treasures of gold. Alright, so that's going to go back in there, and this is going to go to the side. Alright, this book right here and this book right here, okay guys, truly an old book. Alright, it is nothing shy of over 120 years old. So I'm going to show you guys some things that are in this book that it's just going to blow your mind just a little bit. So this is just things that, these are postcards from the past, and you can tell by how this book was binded together. It's just fascinating. Okay, each signature, and I can tell you there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 signatures, 9 signatures perhaps, and then a front section and a back section. So yeah, 9 signatures, and then just really cool things in between. So this is a book that my friend's great grandmother or grandmother basically put together. Okay, these are just old postcards and just, you know, little ephemera-esque items that she put on here. It's like a bit of a scrapbooking type of scenario for the past or from the past. And these are just old postcards that she received and placed in here. So this says meetings out. Here's a happy as a queen. And I'm sorry if you guys cannot really see it, but the box is in the way. And then she just dressed it up with just pretty little ephemera type of things. So in the orchard, these are just really old postcards that she placed into this book. So let me just get to the back here. Such a pretty, oh, that is so pretty. So yeah, and there's another one similar to this down in the bottom of the box. I will get to that as well. But yeah, I just wanted you guys to see, like, just 1882. Okay. Yeah, so really cool, really old ephemera, really old cards, journaling cards and whatnot. Oh wow. I mean, authentic. Okay, pages are crumbling in this box as we talk, as we speak. So yeah, I just wanted you guys to see something that's super old and really cool. Let me see, what's this one? This one is Wildflowers of America. So there's plenty of this going on in here. Ooh, very Edith Holden-esque. And yeah, I will totally be using some of these, and of course in the form of a photocopy or you know, laser copied onto cardstock or just old creamy paper. Let's see what else we've got here. Another Wilderness USA. I think, yeah, Wilderness USA. Again, lots of florals, botanicals. You know. So this right here is, oh, okay, so this is my friend's parents here, their actual address in San Bernardino, California. So yeah, I won't show you that, but this is Wilderness USA. Look at that, just gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Anyway, stuff to play with, right? That's all this really is. It's like things to play with. Just get your eye full of beautiful things that, you know, okay, lots of stories and you know, just explanations of lots of things that happened in our past that we're just not really fully aware of. Backpacking primer. This is cool. So this is the appendix of the back of the book. So this is a backpacking primer, and here I'll just show you really quickly things that you you want your foot to go into one sock and then another sock and then into your shoe. So I'm a camper. Like I will drive across country and then camp for 5 days all by myself. I love doing that. So anyway, and that's where the whole crafting across America came from, because that's what I did recently. I crafted my way all the way to Arizona and back. So this is just a cute little section of this book of you know, campers and backpacking, you know, little notations for that. Okay, so here we are with another. This is the other old book that I wanted you guys to see. It's full of it's a portfolio of art masterpieces. It says it's series number 3, and this is the list of the artists. Okay, so there's a Claude Monet in here, there's a Vincent van Gogh, there's an Edgar Hicks. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what this book consists of. I need to open it up. And yeah, so guys, I'm coming to the end, but I want you guys to know, like, this right here is truly treasurable stuff. So this is how old the book is. It has fallen apart, but each page has been kept, or each piece of it has been kept. This is from 1430 to, okay, so this is the artist. Venetian School, 1430 to 1516, and so this is St. Francis in Ecstasy. This is the way the book is set up. You have the artist and a little brief history, or you know, biography of the artist, and then a little bit about the painting itself. So here we have the actual painting, or print of the painting, obviously. And every page in the book is set up this way. So here we have St. Francis in Ecstasy. There he is. And then this is the artist, Giovanni Bellini, painted that painting. So here is another one. I'm just going to show you guys just quickly. Okay. So this one is a self-portrait of Rembrandt. And he went to Dutch school 1606 to 1669, and that is a self-portrait of Rembrandt, the artist. Okay, here's another. I think I opened this up backwards. Two Harlequins, and this is by Pablo Picasso. And yep, we all know who he is. He went to French school. It opened in 1881, and it's still open till this day. Probably thanks to him, because his name is on it, or, you know, associated with it. Here's a painting of George Washington by Stuart Gilbert, or Gilbert Stuart. He went to an American school it was open from 1755 to 1828. And that is the painting that we know so well of who George Washington is and what he looks like. I think everyone can recognize that from somewhere. St. Martin and the Beggar. This is by El Greco. He went to Spanish school 1541 to 1614, and So anyway, that is basically how this book is situated and arranged, and there's tons more just like it. So I'm going to close this back up because it is just so old and fragile, and I don't want any of these pages to tear. Okay, this is called Modern American Painting, and I'm going to try to open it up and show you guys exactly who is the author. Peyton Boswell Jr., and this was published in 1939 by the Dodd Mead and Company publishing house. And this is basically just illustrations and pretty paintings. These are upside down for some reason. How did that happen? The book is right side up. Somehow, somewhere in the middle here, this whole section is upside down. Interesting. Or perhaps that's just the way the book was printed. Imagine that. I swear, guys, I've never looked in here before. I did not notice this ever, but this entire section right here is upside down. So, who knew? Hang on one second. Okay, so yeah, the rest of this book is printed right side up. So that was probably a total accident on their part, but the rest of the book is printed right side up. And this is basically just a bunch of illustrations and various paintings by artists from history. And yeah, look at this. What's happening here? There's a lot going on there. So let me just show you guys the back of the book. Okay, it's very, very old, 1939 again. And yeah, so here's a catalog of the painting. So inside the book, this right here just basically breaks down each one of the paintings, the year that it was done, what page you can find it on in here, and the artist that painted it. So okay, and here we have, oh, that's cool. This is Catherine Cornell as Candida, and it was painted by Eugene Spleicher. And here is Katharine Hepburn by Alexander Brooke. So they duplicated these inside of here. So I'm assuming that you can possibly, this looks pretty, I mean, it's pretty original to the book. So I would think that they printed it a second time so that you can probably frame it and place it in your own home. I guess that's what people did back in the day of, you know, Katharine Hepburn and Catherine Cornell. So yeah, but the book itself has the paintings attached still in here. So I don't know how that came about, but this is how it is. Alright guys, so these are definitely staying in my own personal collection. I will try to share some of these with you guys either on Etsy or maybe I'll just put out an email and share some of these with you guys. But yeah, just so that you know that these are staying in my personal collection forever and ever. You just never know what's out there unless you look or ask. If you ask some of your older relatives, you know, what books do you guys have, you know, or that you were planning on getting rid of. You just never know what the answers may be or what you may come up with. So anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys right here. Just keep in mind that crafting doesn't have to be expensive, and you can always find good crafting supplies in a thrift store. So even though these did not come from a thrift store, they are still thrift store worthy. And yeah, all right, I will talk to you on the next one. Stay naturally curious. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and hit that thumbs up down below if you like this video. I will definitely talk to y'all in the next one. Stay naturally curious and have a crafty day. Bye.